Well, it's that time of year again. This is going to be the 2 year, somewhat long term review on the CR 6920. Well, I should say the CR prefix Colt rifles. And boy, has a lot happened this past year, as you know if you follow my channel. If you don't, and this is the first Colt video you're seeing, go ahead and check my channel out. I have a playlist with all my Colt videos on it. All my Colt rifles are brand new production. Nothing old. This is all new Colt. So not a whole lot going on with this rifle up here. As always, I really don't shoot the A4 that much. However, if you don't are not aware, the elephant in the room, I just got to get this out of the way first, is both of these guns have had new bolt carrier groups from Colt. Both of these rifles actually had bolt carrier group issues. So the AR-15A4, the chrome was flaking inside of the carrier. I'll roll in a picture of that. And that rifle only had, I think, 400 rounds on it. And this rifle had some kind of out of spec issue with the bolt where I was having some failures to lock back, not a lot. In fact, it was really hard for me to find. I would get a fail to lock back and then I would throw lube on it and it would go away. Now, it did happen, but it happened often enough. And even with Lake City, M855 and other, M193 ball, I have some pretty good videos on explaining exactly what was going on with the bolts with this bolt carrier group. So I'm not going to get a ton in the detail about that. Just go over and you can watch all the testing that I've done with this rifle and the bolt carrier groups. And then you can also see this rifle has gone through some changes. If you have not seen any of those videos, but you've seen my last 1 year video, I used to have an EOTech with this, and I replaced the trigger here with a Geisley trigger. This is the SSA trigger. I got rid of the EOTech. It was a great optic. I actually love that optic. I just don't like relying on batteries. This is my go-to. I mean, I take this on vacation with me. I take this thing everywhere. I actually have been walking, been losing weight, and I actually strap this thing on me inside. I have a walking pad. I walk outside most of the time, but when it's too hot, too cold, pouring down the rain or snow or ice, I walk inside. And when I do that, I throw this rifle on, I throw a pack on, I'll throw my chest rig on, and I'll walk 5-6 miles like that. So this rifle does get used a good bit. See the finish on it's holding up pretty well. You can see the MP marks on it. Um, Actually, it's holding up really well. I don't see any kind of finish wear or anything. Maybe a little bit around the safety selector, but that's about it. There's maybe a couple scratches, but other than that, it's holding up pretty well. And obviously the bolts are brand new, so that's unfortunate. I do want to break it down because I want to show you the wear on the inside of this upper receiver. And I have some targets that I want to go over with you. And then we're going to talk about just my thoughts on this as far as if you should buy one, and if my opinions have changed because of all this. A little bit of a spoiler alert. They have changed a little bit, but not drastically. So pull this out. Now this bolt has 400 rounds on it. I did shoot this immediately right away. Staking looks good on it. It does have this nice C mark, and there it has a really nice MPC mark on it as well. So yeah, these are pretty nice bolts. These are actually nicer bolts than what originally came with them. If I can find that picture of the original bolt, I'll put it in, and then you can barely see the MPC mark. I've had this Geisley. This is a PRI gas buster charging handle. This has been with the rifle since day one. It has about 2,500 rounds on it. See, it looks very nice. This is absolutely my favorite charging handle. You can see the wear inside there. That's where the cam pin goes. But other than that, everything looks pretty good. Everything looks really good on the inside there. It's kind of hard to show you the chamber area there, but it all looks good. I don't see any kind of weird marks or anything on it, like where the bolt would be hitting it if the barrel extension was clogged or anything. Everything looks good. Everything looks straight. Well, I'm going to wrap this up here because I can literally talk for hours. Let me show you the targets here quick, and then we'll wrap it up. So this is PMC X-Tac. This is with the original Colt trigger. This is 100 yards. All these targets are going to be from a rest. You see the groups there. So not too bad. Now the rest of these targets are all going to be AAC ammunition. I actually have some 200-yard targets to show you. So let's see here one. So this is the black tip self-defense rounds from AAC with the original Colt trigger. Let's say gold barrel. Where the hell is it? There it is. That was about a 2-inch group at 100 yards. I got one more target I'll show you with the original Colt trigger in it. And all these tests, these are all 100 yards, 55 grain AAC ammo. This was about 2,000 rounds, I believe, was when I switched the trigger out. A little after 2,000 rounds. So it was funny because I literally got the trigger installed, and like that's whenever everything went downhill with the bolts, when I realized there was something majorly going wrong. But anyways, so here's a 10-shot group with AAC ammunition. This is 2 different lots, but it was all in the same mag. There's 2,400 rounds on this barrel here. Or sorry, when I shot this group. And then this has the Geisley trigger installed. And I think that's a pretty good group for 100 yards. Again, that is from a rest on a bench. But still, I mean, look at those. That's crazy. And then the barrel started, I guess, warm up a little bit and kind of spread out a hair. Or maybe that was the different lot, as I did write, that I was using. There was 4 shots, and then it was the rest of that was a different lot. So maybe that had something to do with it. Even all of it together, still under 3 inches at 100 yards, I think is pretty good. And this wasn't me. I didn't like take my time or nothing. And then this was something I was running up to 100 yards, running back. Did that a few times to check the target, and then this is what I shot. Again, this is also on a bench, but still, my heart rate was up. I was running a good bit. It was pretty warm out. So I have 4-shot group. That sucked. But the rest of this stuff's not too bad. And this was all shot with the ACOG 4-power optic. I didn't write down what those groups were. I don't know. But anyways, so real quick, have my thoughts and opinions changed on Colt? Do I still recommend Colt? Do I still like Colt? Yes. Yes, my opinion has changed a little. Yes, I still recommend Colt. Yes, I still would not hesitate to buy a Colt. So my opinion's changed as far as this goes. So their warranty, their customer service really sucks, but they need to change that. I made a video, but to maybe up their warranty, and I showed a list of manufacturers of other AR-15 manufacturers that offer lifetime warranties, and I said in that video that maybe you should consider buying one of those manufacturers' AR-15s based on the fact that they have a lifetime warranty alone, not the quality or anything. I don't think these are any less of good guns, compared to those. I just think based on the warranty and the customer service. Now, that being said, BCM was on that list for a lifetime warranty. And I had a BCM bolt carrier group in this rifle for a short time. And actually, I still have the BCM bolt in here. I forgot I wanted to show this to you, so I'm kind of glad that came up. So I keep the BCM bolt and firing pin, and I wrapped them, and there's actually a heavy coat of grease on them, so they would need to be wiped down before I used them. But I kind of like the thought of having a spare bolt in there after what happened. Back to BCM, I do know that BCM has a lifetime warranty. I also know that BCM has had their fair share of customer service complaints. And you can go on YouTube, you can go on forums, and you can see that. Every manufacturer puts bad things out, and not every manufacturer is great with customer service either. So I don't hate Colt because of that. I want Colt to improve because of that. So, we'll see where that goes. Probably nowhere, but So my thing is here with these Colts, if you want a M4 clone, get one of these rifles. You won't be sorry. This is, like I said, my go-to gun. I would bet my life on this gun. If you're not looking for an M4 clone or something, and BCM or Sons of Liberty Gunworks makes what you want, or even Daniel Defense, I forget who was on that list. Maybe you're better off buying from them just as far as the warranty goes. If Colt would up their warranty and do better customer service, then I would recommend Colt all day long. If I was gonna buy another Era 15, I'm not sure what I would buy. Honestly, I'm planning on buying a new SOCOM barrel, and I have another bolt. Well, I have a couple bolts now, and I plan on just running the brakes off of this thing. But yeah, so my opinions have changed a little bit. Sorry this video was long, but I had to discuss everything that happened with Colt. And like I said, this is the 2-year long-term review. I plan on doing every year until I get 10, 15,000 rounds. So I don't know how long that's going to take. Oh, I guess I didn't say that. This rifle has 2,600 rounds on it now. This bolt carrier group has 400 rounds on it, 480, I believe, actually. And then this gun, the bolt only has like 420 rounds through it. And then we're at like 300 or 400 rounds with that. I don't even keep track of that. I just keep track of this one. So plan is to shoot at least another 1,000 rounds between now and next August. We'll see if I can get 1,500 rounds on that. Awesome. Anyways, so we'll see how these things go. I don't expect any more issues. You could probably buy 100 Colt rifles and never see those bolt issues again. So anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day. If you have any questions, comments, leave them down below.